Good. That's definitely one thing we never tell people they're going to get a lot of at events. And that's a good thing. Okay, you got the recording and streaming. Okay, we are going to get started literally. Hopefully, Sean, if you can see if Des and Mike are there, because they are going to get everything started for us. And if not, we can move down to the next. But I know we're starting right on time. But let me just get started. I first just want to say hello. Welcome everybody to the One Person Big Difference Family Life Vantage call here. We are just so blessed and grateful to be coming back from, as many will say, even people that have been here like us for 13 plus years, this may have been, if not the best event. And it always is different every time that you go. You're right, you are in different places in your soul journey, your life vantage journey, or anything like that. But it was absolutely insane, such a gift. And for those of you that are new here to the family, we welcome you with open arms and are so happy you're here and can't wait to learn from you. So do we have Des and Mike here yet? I don't think so. They have a house full of kids right now for FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So they're going to be popping on here in just a moment. But what we're going to do on this call, you guys, get pen and paper handy and ready to be writing down a lot of notes. Get into the chat at the very bottom there. It says chat. Click on that. Write in the chat comments your takeaways. Well, there's some different people. We've got Canada here. A couple Canadians did come to the event, but they have their own event that they just had. So they don't come down here to the US as often now. So they would love to hear your takeaways as well. And several that were unable to be at the event. So put your takeaways into the comments. And Marisa, I think we're going to pop over to you real quick because I don't see Des and Mike yet. I know they've got people at their house. So if you're able to welcome your incredible person, that would be such a gift.
Okay, sounds great. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the call. And for everybody that is brand new, just welcome. You are really a part of something extraordinary here. I'm so happy to be a part of this company and to be a part of your lives as well. We all enrich each other. So anyway, I'm Marisa Maggio Harrelson. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I have a wonderful person I'm going to introduce, get right to her. Her name is Rosa Perez, and she joined Life Vantage a few months ago, but really had the opportunity to plug in. She's from Atlanta, Georgia. She's a marketing expert. She's a mom, and she really got the vision. She is enrolled by the beautiful Sharon LaBraca, a nurse practitioner out of Las Vegas. They have been best friends for 30 years. Sharon just joined the call as well. But I'm going to go right on over to Rosa. And it was just such a blast to hang out with Rosa and Sharon. And I'm so delighted to have them be a part of our company and our mission, and they get it. So take it away, Rosa. What are your golden nuggets from convention? And couple minutes, please, because there's a lot of people talking tonight.
Okay, thank you. And I am so honored to be here. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Sean. It was great meeting you guys in person. Just a quick background, and then I'm going to give you 3 things that I felt and took away from the conference. As Marisa said, I'm the CEO of Marketing Solutions, which is a marketing firm that's designed to teach and coach and help entrepreneurs with their marketing strategies and create their business plans. I help business grow. I worked in the cosmetic industry for about 30 years. So cosmetic and skincare, I know the industry. I understand the industry. I know skin. I understand the potential of it. So at the conference, just seeing skincare and what it is, the science behind it really was just mind-blowing for me. I'm also an athlete. I competed in swimming for many, many years in high school and broke many records in college. So, I'm a strong one. I also am doing fitness shows. So I compete just to stay healthy and look ageless. So that's kind of a little bit of a background about me. When I came to Life Vantage by my best friend, Sharon LaBraca, I came because of the science and the health aspects of it. And because I am already healthy, I've been using Protandim. I started in 2020, 2016, when somebody gave a presentation in my house. They came to my house, gave me a slip and glow, and I was like, I love it, I'm going to use it. And so I started using it back in 2016. But then, the bottle finished, no one followed up. So, off I went. Until then, now that it came back to me, and Sharon LaBracca said, oh my God, Rosa, you have to try this. It's amazing. And I was like, yeah, I know what this is. And I signed up immediately because I found the opportunity. So the opportunity in the health that it brings. So what did I get from the conference? First, number one, I felt inspired. I was inspired by the amazing healing stories that I heard by so many wonderful people that could not get out of bed and are now out of bed, and they're driving their business and they're really living healthy lives. Just completely blew me away that there were so many people that actually experienced that. So it was just a testimony to say that this product indeed works. And so I walked away knowing that we have all these amazing stories of this product working on people's health, which just completely excited me. And it just like, check, yes, yes. The second thing that I felt was blown away. I was blown away by three things: the science. I love it when Lisa was presenting to us the science behind the skincare, what it does, and each of the product line. I mean, I already immediately bought it while I was there. I started using it. I'm already seeing results around my eyes, which is my biggest concern. So I'm really, really, really happy and blown away by the science behind the products, the skincare in particular. The last thing that I was blown away with was, yes, my daughter's hit, come here, she might as well, keeping it real. This is my life. Yes, you may have ice cream. Go, please.
Yeah.
Real life situation here. So the second thing I was blown away with, listening to all the MCs and CS, I don't even know the codes of these amazing consultants and line people that are making wealth. They're building wealth out of this. And, when I was speaking to, and I networked, I got names and numbers and email addresses and just people that I can now talk to and really get a real number in terms of what they're bringing. And so it just made it real for me that, Marissa tells me, oh, she makes this much, she makes that much, and she gives me a wealth of information, but actually being there and being surrounded by people who said, yeah, this is what I did, and this is how much I made. And I was like, well, okay, then. I want some of that. So that was the second thing that I was blown away with. Then the last and final emotion that I felt was empowered. I've been with the company now, just a few months, 3 months, and, slow at going because I'm a thinker, I'm a strategist. I like to really, develop a plan. But I felt empowered because of the tips that everybody offered. And so I wanted to share just 4 quick tips and then, move on. The first tip that, there was a statement that one of the speakers says, and that is, we got to put all of the hooks in the water. That was my favorite. We got to put all hooks in the water. So there's just not one particular thing that we need to be doing to build the business. We need to put all hooks in the water. So what are my hooks? Hooks, one is events. Participating in events, being in events, learning, and also sharing with other people the story behind Life Vantage, the story of what it's done for me. So being in events. The second hook is doing sip and glows. So actually being deliberate and intentional and scheduling events a month to really invite my community, create a community of people, create a tribe of people that want this. And so, doing this slip and glow and really, again, being intentional about it, scheduling it, and then marketing it, doing flyers, letting people know, I'm a marketer, I'm an expert at doing that. So I know I can attract people with that. The third hook was Zoom calls. Just really, again, being intentional about that and actually scheduling one on your calendar. And, when you schedule it, then you design it, who's going to be on that call? What is it that you're going to be speaking about? I see myself inviting some of these speakers that spoke about their health changes and what it did to their health. I see myself inviting some of the speakers that talked about the wealth opportunities that they gain. So just really being intentional about scheduling it and organizing it, so you're not just fumbling through it and looking like a bumbling idiot. So, and then the fourth hook is the social media piece. I mean, 5 billion people are out there, prime and ready I mean, they're there looking. And so it's an opportunity for us to catch them. And so because I'm a marketer and I specialize in social media, and I think I've already shown you some of the videos that I've done, I'm excited to now create these content, especially now that I've learned the science and I know where to find information and I know the opportunity to really put that knowledge out there and hook people in.
Can I say as MC2 right there? MC2 right there.
Yeah,
Let's get you
absolutely.
there, girl. Thank you so much, Rosa, for sharing your heart, your passion, what golden nuggets. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm honored to be here, and I have to say that the sky's the limit. So thank you so
Thank you.
much for the opportunity to
We
be.
need you. This company needs you.
Amen. You are incredible. Let's give her a round of applause, everybody. Round of applause. That was incredible. If we can talk about value and passion, enthusiasm, being empowered, that was a gift. It was amazing to meet you. Thank you so much for giving us so much value there. And yes, ice cream, yummy, yummy in the tummy. I see her there. So I'm going to pass it right over to Des and Mike Mamet. I'm sorry to make the intros quick, you guys, but it's what we got to do tonight to hear so much from everybody else. So dearest of friends, since junior high and high school, college and beyond, we love you to pieces. Passing it over to you. And they have a full house of FCA
Sorry.
people, so they're going to be
Sorry,
rocking
there's
out.
a lot going on right here at our house right now and people waving and so, and we're yelling at my mom together. Sorry. Sorry, it's not always this wild. Yes, it is. But so, I just have to say, I was so excited about this event. I'm excited about every event. But I loved having this man along here with me. He has come to some of the events, but he usually is he's just he is my stay at home, keep the house, keep the kids going, all that stuff, but usually is just a huge supporter of me doing this business, but really hasn't come and listened and maybe seen what I've seen always at these events. So he's usually there for fun and all of that, which I love, but I thought it was amazing having him.
That's long enough. All right. Hi, guys.
Okay.
I'm Mike. So most people know me as this. I'm Desi's husband, right? That's all for the last 20 years. That's what I go by. And yes, I've been to a bunch of events. I mostly go to hang out with Sean Poe, though. Like, that's the only reason I go. But this one, I text Sean and Michelle yesterday afternoon. I said, you know what, this one just hit different. It just did. And there's a couple of reasons why. One, there was an amazing aura. There was a God vibe there, which was so rad. It was so awesome. And I kept telling Des's group, like, I'm in corporate medicine, right? Like, I'm in the business of medicine. There's no God vibes in my world. And so to have that first and foremost was amazing. Also, then I snuck into the physicians meeting, medical ed meeting, whatever you call it. I've been pretending I'm a physician for 20 years, so I was really natural in there. And listen, what spoke to me about it, the science was awesome, the stories were amazing, but I saw so many name tags that said doctor, doctor, doctor. And here's what I know about doctors. There's one thing in life that they don't have enough of, and they're not willing to give it up, and that's time. Right? So the fact that there were so many physicians in this packed, super hot room meant that either they had a benefit, their family members had a benefit, or their patients had a benefit. But whatever it was, it moved the needle to the point where they were willing to give up their own time to be there and to do this. And that, you guys, I just sat back and I was like, this shit's real. Like, this is good. This is good. And so real quick, Then I immediately skipped out of the next speakers. I have no idea what they said, but here's what I did do. I took a little boy, a boy that's mom is in this business, and I got to know him in Putacana, and he has an amazing soul. He's an amazing kid. He's been through a lot of junk, right? More junk than a kid should have to go through. It was a real pain for me to get there. I missed a bunch of flights and there was storms and sick kids. It made no sense that I was even there until I sat in an arcade with this kid. And he filled my cup. And I think I maybe filled his a little bit too. But this speaks to the family that you guys have here. Like, I wanted to be part of that family. I wanted to hang out with him, right? And it just, I'm like blown away. I just want to be a part of it. You guys, I've been in the background for the last 10 years. I am truly a pro tandem housewife, right? Like, that's who I am, and that's who I've always wanted to be. But I recognize now that the trajectory of your company and the lifestyle that you guys have here is so, I want to be in it too. I want to be a part of it as well. So just, I love your guys' heart. I love everything about it. Popo, I love you. All right. See ya.
For FCA kids. No, I love
Love you, Mr. Mamet, Mr. Pro Tandem.
it. Well, so as you can see, yes, it's life-changing for him to see and be a part of that. So I don't want to take up any more time, but I'm going to introduce really briefly, because I know we're on a quick time here, and I'm going to get to our FCA crew downstairs. Miss Rose Wolf, who it was her first event. She is a Lyme warrior. She has been through hell and back with her health and all the struggles to get there. Her husband literally bought her the flight, said, you are going to this event. Nothing is stopping you. You have to be there. So I am so grateful that her husband was so adamant with all the obstacles to get her there, because she is incredible. She is going to do amazing things. So I want to turn it over to you real briefly there, Rose, like your takeaways from your very first event. So welcome on.
Yeah, so this was my very first event, and I have to be totally and brutally honest here. Come the end of Friday night, I was kind of asking myself, like, why am I here? I literally don't even have a customer. I've been with the company since September and I don't even have a customer. I'm like, what am I doing here? This is foolish. And so that doubt was overcoming me Friday night. But what overwhelmed me was this community, these people. And like they said, the God vibe. The moment I heard Jesus take the wheel come up on, I was like, what? My ears were open. I was ready to listen. And it was like, in that moment, I just looked around the room and I saw the people of Life Vantage. And it was like God just spoke to my heart and he said, you belong here. And then to hear the different speakers repeat that over and over again, believe that you belong here. It was not a coincidence that I got there. I had some really funny travel stories too, that it was pretty clear God was just over and over again showing up, getting me there. And when I got there and I experienced the people, I experienced my teammates, I got to meet these people one-on-one, and over when sharing their stories, they professed their faith. And that was the assurance that I needed to reassure myself that yes, God put me here, and he put each and every one of you in this company, not by accident, because he doesn't make mistakes. And so to look around the room and just know that, like, we were hand chosen to be a part of this. And what an amazing gift this company has to give in its products alone, let alone then to piggyback that, the community that you get with it, this group of people. I'm loud, I'm vocal, I'm kind of a lot for some people. I accept that, but I love that showing up at this event, I got to be 100% who I am authentically, and I got to experience all these amazing, authentic people. And so that was a huge motivation for me. And I want to share this scripture verse that just, it was not a coincidence. It was on the back of my notepad. And it says, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. John 8:12. We have the light of life. And the gift that Pro Tandem gives is not just life-giving in the product itself, it's life-giving in this community. And this conference poured life into my heart. Danny Goki has an amazing song that says, "Tell your heart to beat again." And that was like my anthem all weekend. And my heart is beating strong. I have the confidence that I'm here. God placed me here, and he placed me among a team of such amazing, incredible people that I have no reason to doubt. And the last takeaway I had, it was just so impactful, was from our keynote speaker when she said, "If you stand for truth, you don't have to defend it." And that is so true. You don't have to go out selling these products and defending these products and giving them all the whys and shoulds and woulds. Just speak the truth, tell your story, and believe without a doubt that you belong here. So that was my takeaway.
Oh, Des is just beaming. We're all beaming. Rose, you're gonna have to check the chat when you get done here, and just look at everything that you brought to everybody. You do belong here. It is the life of Life Vantage, like bringing that all together, being chosen. Yes, 1000%. Thank you so much. It was incredible just doing this and seeing just you and that smile tonight. You're rocking everybody's worlds right now. So love you, girl. Love you, love you. Thank you for taking the time to do that. Des, thank you so much for you and Mike, and go take care of those kids. Massive love. All right, we're going to pass it over again. I'm sorry to make this quick, you guys, but I'm going to pass it over to the birthday girl. Let's put some birthday stuff in the chat while we give Rose a round of applause. It is Miss Tanya Sheldon's birthday today, everybody. Birthday mania. You got a family cheering you on. It's your birthday and loving you. Now I'm passing you on to you.
Woo. I gotta gather myself after all that.
I know.
Yeah. Wow. Good stuff. I get to introduce, anybody surprised I'm crying? I get to introduce Jamie Strand. She's a mom of 4 girls. She's a cosmetologist by trade, but she stepped back away from that to have more time with her girls. She works part-time at Plant Therapy, and that is where she met Jen Pensinger, and Jen enrolled her into Life Vantage. She's been with us less than 2 months. She is engaged, and she found her wedding dress at a store, the Boot Barn in Nashville. She walked by, saw it hanging in the window, and said, "That's my dress." And she went back the next day with Jen, tried it on, and she found it. It's just such a cool story. So Jamie, and she's not feeling great. So Jamie, I'm so proud of you for saying yes and being here. Just tell us real quickly, like some of your major takeaways from the weekend. Make sure you unmute.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah, I'm not feeling well, so sorry. Just came home just under the weather, but there's 2 things that the dress of all places, Boot Barn. I cannot believe I found that beautiful dress, and thankfully I have Jen in my life who was there to go with me to do that. It was pretty cool. But to go off the last 2, Desi's husband, I didn't get his name, but when he said God vibe, that threw me, like, that is exactly what it was. I actually looked over at Jen and I said, "Is this a Christian company?" She's like, "Well, no, but yes." And the sense of community and family and love and togetherness is like, I love it. So being that I'm less than 2 months in, I don't have a customer or an enrollee or any of that, because I've just sort of been trying to feel out the products myself, which I'm in love with. But yes, the takeaway, the biggest thing that I learned, well, the products, of course, because, it was there. I wish that I would have gone to the medical, the one really early in the morning, just because I love science, and that would have been beneficial for me. But I do have some of the slides and stuff from that, so that's great. But the family, the company that I'm in, I'm so proud to be a part of. So I can't wait to learn more and to move forward in this business. Yeah, that's all I have. Is there anything else you want to hear from me
No,
about?
it's perfect. That
Okay.
says a lot. Just that you're so new and already so proud to be a part of us. So we're glad you're here, Jamie. Feel
Thank
better.
you.
Love
Thank
you. And then I also want to bring on Jeannie Ebeline. She lives in Maple Lake, Minnesota. Jeannie's here in Meridian, Idaho. And Jeannie is a mom of 3 adult children. And get this, she investigates nuclear safety concerns in a nuclear power industry. Crazy. She was a customer for 5.5 years before upgrading to becoming a consultant. And she said, yes, she's now doing this business with her 2 sisters. They're all just adorable, Darlene and Mary. They were all at this event together. They went early to have fun, a girls trip. And this was her first live event. And Jeannie, I would love for you to share how you felt and some of your takeaways.
Sure. So first of all, I absolutely had a great time. I knew I was going to have fun even before the event started because I was with my sisters. So it was a little vacation. We did some touristy things before the event. But it was really nice to meet some of the people that, normally I get to talk to them on Zoom. But it was nice to meet them, in person. And in addition to, all the great speakers during the event, something that really blew me away. So nuclear is not really a corporate job, but I deal a lot with culture, and the culture of this company is just amazing. I kind of thought that it was more like your team, Tanya, and Sean and Michelle's team that had the great culture. But then when I get to that event, it was like, oh, this is different than anything I've ever experienced. So it was really good. There's music and all kinds of fun things, and everybody treats everybody the same. Nobody appears to be better than another person. So that's really cool. Even like the corporate staff, the people that put this event on, they don't act like they're better than anybody else. They act like they're working for us, not like we work for them, like a normal corporate setting. So that was awesome too. But those are my couple of big takeaways, and I'll just keep it short. But it was amazing to be at the store too. So that was fun. Got my skincare.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Yep.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you both so much. That was beautiful, powerful. And if you guys haven't just felt the power of this call and the power of the human speaking and feeling some of the energy, I hope those of you that were unable to be there are feeling the energy and are taking back what we're feeling and pouring it into, because the energy is something you can't just give to somebody, but I hope that you're getting it actually. Like that's the hope and the prayers, that you're getting the energy, and then you're hearing all the tips because it's coming into you, that this is real, what they were saying, that you're meant to be here, that we have a big purpose and a big mission here. So thank you both so much. And I'm going to pass it on to beautiful Christy, gelling up in North Dakota, and she's going to introduce. And Christy and John and Susie, I already cried today discussing people that spoke, but they were unbelievable speaking. So Christy, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Okay, wonderful. Hello, everyone. I'm just not going to talk. I'm going to intro my beautiful Team North Dakota peeps and let them talk. So first we have Miss Molly Davis. She is originally from Minnetonka, Minnesota. She now lives in Atlanta, Georgia. She's the mom to two beautiful girls. She works in the movie industry and has extensive experience in jewelry design, gift design, manufacturing, and sales. And she is relaunching her LifeVantage business, and this was her first convention. So Molly, unmute yourself and take it away.
All right, I'm here. Thank you. Well, first off, I have to say thank you to you guys because you've been so welcoming. It's been a really tough time for me in my life right now, and I'm just gonna say, like, going to Nashville was like just shocking, eye-opening, just such an embracing experience. The camaraderie between the company. Okay, stop crying. It was pure inspiration and just absolutely amazing. I'm so inspired. There were so many good nuggets, the science, I mean, everything, and just the family. And like you said, I think the godness that was brought to life. It just it spoke to me. So I hope one of the things I did learn was that be yourself, because everyone else is taken. And I think you just have to be authentic. And you know, we do have a true gift here. And so it's like to be able to spread that and share that with people. It's just what an advantage. And to have the support of all of you. And just like Jamie, was it that just spoke, or who spoke just before, said, I mean, there's just everybody, the support for everybody wanting to succeed. I don't know. I mean, I've worked for a lot of different places, and you don't feel that, like, you know, other places. And it was really just, I don't know, it spoke to me. So I know one thing John kept saying, and other people, is like, if your mouth isn't open, neither is your business, you know. And so obviously you've got to talk. And so I'm going to get busy, because I have a lot of work to do, and a lot of ground to make up. And I'm just I'm going to build my own brand, and that comes from me, because that was one of the things, is you are your brand. So I think I know that the products have changed my life, and I can share them, but you know, I'm going to do the best I can. Meetings, like, you know, having lots of meetings, and in events are non-negotiable, basically. So and then just do what you say you're going to do, you know. Keeping it simple. I think before I would try to give all this information out, and I've learned, I think I just have to dial it back and just keep it simple, and the products will sell themselves. And the skincare is freaking amazing. I mean, like, you just, I don't know, they just, there's just nothing else. I mean, I just am like, I'm blown away. So I'm going to leave it at that. But thank you so much for being so welcoming, and I am truly grateful to be a part of this, and I'm grateful for all of you.
Welcome back, Molly. We're so happy to have you. So happy to have you. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to Veronica Sherwood. She is a psychiatric nurse practitioner, and she co-owns 3 mental health medication management clinics. I had to read that because that is a mouthful. She has clinics, or she has patients in 5, soon to be 6 different states. So this woman is obviously busy building clinics and doing crazy things. And she has been to a LifeVantage convention before. This is her second one, but she's got some things to add. So Veronica, take it away.
Hello. This was my second convention. The first one was San Antonio, and I joined as a consultant last August, but I've been taking LifeVantage since 2018, 2019-ish. So this was the first convention I went to, very, very fresh and new as a consultant. It was so new, big. I just knew I wanted to do it. This convention, I actually got to bring 2 team members with me, one of which is my mom, who's also a consultant, and another one was a nurse practitioner that works with me. My biggest takeaway from this convention is not one big moment. It's not one big moment at all. It's more of a collection of sparks. And what I mean by that is not only specific things that each speaker said, but conversations with fellow LifeVantagers, and seeing the successes of people that I knew. Oh my goodness, did that bring my heart? Oh, it just filled my heart. One of the biggest things that happened, though, was that after getting the skincare set, of course, I did a live on Facebook with my mom and got a comment about my skin. And then we stopped at a gas station on the way back home, no makeup, nothing, got another compliment on my skin, which really has never happened before. So that was huge to me. And then what it was like having my team at convention, there was just seconds within those moments when I would look sideways at mom or look sideways at Taylor, and I knew eventually that I wanted them to be up there with those successes. So this convention was less about me and more about my team. And that's it. Wanted to keep it short and sweet.
I love that. She's been to 2 conventions. the first one, and now the second one, she brought 2 team members with her. And already, I think you hear this from stage all the time, that no matter what, when you begin to have a team, changes the ball game, guys. It changes the ball game when you bring your people with you and you get to celebrate them. There's nothing else like it. And wait till we get to bring Veronica's mom onto a call one time. Jackie, she is a rock star and we love her too. So Veronica, thank you for sharing. Beautiful. Last but not least, you guys, I want to bring on Cheryl. Cheryl, this is also her first convention. She is married and the mom of her pride and joy, Cassandra, and lives in Rolla, North Dakota. Very rural, small town. She works as a paraprofessional at the school and has a baking business along with her Life Vantage business that began in January of 2023. So Cheryl, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm Cheryl Parslow, and honestly, I can't even describe what I went through on this deal. I said I wasn't going to cry, so hopefully I can get through this. Jessica, she is my upline, and I remember when we were sitting there and everybody was going up on stage, and she goes, "I could see you up there on that stage." And I said, "I hope so." And what I meant by that was the fact that if I'm up there, that means I'm a success. And I hope someday that that's where I'm going to be. And then the funny part was a few days later, now I'm getting this message, from Christine. She's like, "Would you mind talking?" And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, now I'm gonna be talking in front of these people. And I kept saying to myself, you can do this. I'm like, this is completely out of your comfort zone. But I just right away, I was like, I'd be honored to do this. And, we all have this like story. Everybody's got a story. And it was just so inspiring to hear everybody else's story. And it really hit home. And like the whole, like you guys are talking about this God vibe. I mean, I've never felt closer to God than I do now. It's just really been, I've always had a really strong, connection with God, but this was just something I can't even describe. I remember sitting in the plane too, and I was sitting there and I was looking out at the clouds and I just literally felt like he was right beside me. Anyway, you guys are just all truly wonderful people. And, I decided that I was going to go out of my comfort zone, and I walked up to Steve Fife and I let him know exactly what I thought of him, which was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm literally standing here next talking to the CEO of the company and he is giving me the complete time of day. And I told him, I said, I don't know many CEOs that would stand here talking to me, and you're standing here, and his shirt wasn't even tucked in. I mean, he acted just like he was just as equal to me. And it just was it was an awe moment. I just was like, wow, I'm standing here and he's talking to me like I'm just normal. Like I'm not, you shouldn't say normal, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like I was special. And he was just such a kind and genuine person. And I was also had the opportunity. I made the point, my daughter has a lot of hard times taking pills. And so I made a special point to go talk to Lisa Barnes from Research and Development, because I promised my daughter that I would make that special time to go talk to her. And she actually made a video, and she videoed a message to my daughter telling her that they are trying to work on gummies for her. And I mean, like, what company does that? I mean, I don't even know how to like explain like all the different moments I had through this whole thing. And I mean, even my roommate, had never met her before, and we hit it off perfectly. And it was just, I mean, we're going to have a friendship that we're going to have for the rest of our lives. I mean, it was amazing. We just had this great connection. And I don't know, this company gives you the personal attention, and I don't even know where to go. I made friendships that I would have never made if I hadn't first taken the control of my health and then made it to be a consultant, which I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, but I was like, no, I'm like, if I'm going to have the results that I'm going to have, I might as well share it and tell everybody about it. And then I went to my first convention, which was in Nashville now. And I don't know, it's changed me in so many ways that I can't even describe them. And I pushed myself out of a comfort zone. I mean, to be able to go talk to the CEO and be able to go talk to Lisa. And I mean, they were all just like surrounding us. It's not like they were up on stage and they only came out to talk to us when they thought it was time to come talk. I mean, they were right down in there with us. And it just made me feel like I had a complete family. And my heart is just so full right now. And I'm honored to be able to talk to everybody, and I'm honored to have you guys as my family. And I guess that's all I have to say.
And this coming from a woman who in January said, there's no way she could go to Nashville. I see all of you as different women who spoke tonight, and men Mike spoke to. I just want to round it out by saying this. First of all, thank you, Team North Dakota. We love you. We love you. We love you. If today feels crazy and your head feels like it's spinning a million miles an hour and you are sending messages and responding, and I think I sent more texts today than I do in a typical week. I sent them all today. If it feels crazy and busy and swimming around, keep running. This is just, this too shall pass, right? And I find after every convention, I come home and I'm exhausted because conventions are crazy and beautiful and wonderful and emotional, and we need to sort of come down from that. However, run right now as fast as you can with your people, because this too shall pass, and then it's going to come back down. And then when it comes back down and kind of normals out, you're going to say, I wish it was busy again. Remember, small doses of time. You don't have to run this fast forever, but don't let this go. This is what momentum is. This is what it feels like to be in action. So I want to impress upon you, because today I had a moment that I had to turn my phone off and go outside for a walk for a half hour with my son, because my brain couldn't. So I went outside, I walked, I reset, I came back in and I started again. So find a way to take care of yourself in all this craziness and busyness, but then just keep going and keep going. Okay, that's all. Love you all.
Love it, love it, love it. If you guys haven't gotten out of this call, that people were pretty fired up and excited about just the environment, the community, the company, what we have our hands on. You're listening to a different call if you didn't get all that, because I mean, they just captured this so beautifully. And I love coming out of these events and the excitement that people have. And Christy's exactly right. Now is the time to run with that emotion and be the voice of the products, be the voice of the business, and share both with people. I was super excited to hear that all of us just got 3 10% discount coupons to share with people that are interested in the business. But those will expire at the end of the month. So utilize those 3. Reach out to Michelle and me. If you go past 3, let us know how we can help. But that's how you're going to gain additional momentum in your organization and your group, is getting yourself and your team to utilize those 10% off coupons, because I don't see those coming back anytime soon. So get after those ones. And then I want to talk real quick about resetting and relaunching, right? Some are very, very new to the company. Some aren't. But I know a lot of times I have the conversation in different markets and on Zooms, calls over and over again about people's databases. And I don't know who else I'm going to talk to. Well, guess what? When we launch products, nobody that you've talked to in the past knows anything about those new products. And so take the opportunity at each product launch to do 3 things. And we talk about this every time it happens. We want to upsell the current. So talking with your new customers or your current customers and your current consultants about trying the new skincare line. The second thing that we want to do is go back to customers that have previously taken products that aren't currently, and tell them about this new product line. And maybe that's what they want to be taking from LifeVantage. And then third is acquiring new people. Look, the fact of the matter is the average consumer in the United States spends over $200 a month on skin health, some kind of skin health, skin regimen, skin products. They're spending the money already. So why not ask them, what are you currently using? And if they would be willing for a 60, 90-day period to switch over to LifeVantage products and try them and see what they think, because they're going to be blown away from the first week. So many people are showing us stuff from 15 minutes later, and that first feeling that they get when they utilize the products, they know it's doing something different, and the science backs up that it absolutely is. So I want to keep this brief. I know we're a little bit over, but thank you, every single one of you that shared tonight. We could feel what you are feeling, and that means that the event was a success. There's going to be something happening middle of October. I believe it's October 11th and 12th. We don't have the exact details on it, but do yourself a favor right now and block those days off for yourself. And then we do know for sure next April is going to be the Global LifeVantage Convention in Salt Lake City. So get those dates off the website. If you aren't registered for Global yet, I believe you can already register for that. And as information comes out about this October event, we'll make sure that we get it to you guys as soon as it is released. But so excited. Michelle, anything else?
No, that is just beautiful. You guys, don't overcomplicate. Get out of your head, get into your heart, let the magic happen. As you heard earlier, you know, the conviction, the feelers, the moment that you start messaging somebody, do another one, do another one, do another one, do another one, because you're in motion, you're gonna feel it. The energy is gonna be high. Oh my gosh, Sean Craigbo, this one, he gets me out of.
They got it. They have a new one. I had to try out the new one that they
You had
just
to
put
try
in
out
for
the
them.
new one tonight. And don't forget, when you're talking to people, keep it short and sweet with your passion, your conviction, right, about these products and the stories and all of that. But never forget to share what you felt tonight, what you felt this weekend. And if you weren't there, you know, what you saw and felt tonight, because people are yearning for this community, this support, this truth, this vulnerability, this, all of it. I got chills again when I said that. So please don't forget that aspect of it, because that is life. And when we can do life together like this and make an impact on the world. All right, so let's everybody unmute and let's sing to Miss Tanya Sheldon. It's going to be loud and it's going to be awesome. All right, ready? Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
birthday, dear Tanya.
Happy birthday to you.
It's your birthday. Cut the cake and say, "Aya, eat more chicken." Happy birthday.
Have an amazing, amazing week, and we will talk to you guys very soon. If you know anybody in North Dakota, I will be in the Grand Forks area on Thursday and would love to have you or your guests out there as well too.
Yes. All right, everybody. We love you. We're here for you. Let's go. Bless people. Let's see who can get rid of the 3 coupons. Let's do it. Let's all do it. Let's all commit. 3 coupons. Let's bring some more incredible people in. All right. Love you. Good night.
See you guys.
Everybody. Get some good sleep tonight. Thank you, everybody that shared, and everybody in the chat. All of you for being here. Mwah.